Ooh.
Welcome to Cast Iron and Canning Jars. I'm Mammy.
And I'm Chelsea, and I almost fell.
And she came through as usual. I want to thank you all for stopping by and being with us today. It is just an absolutely beautiful day in our part of the country, and I hope it is in your all's as well. Although we did get a little bit of rain, which we hadn't had in about a week and a half. So,
but not everybody got it though.
Yeah,
we were real spotty.
Yeah, we were tickled. So we're on our way here. Our flowers are coming up and vegetables and stuff like that. Well, you know, I am so glad that we could be here on this Sunday because we went up and worked at the new shop. We're opening up a new shop called Happy's Place at 61 West Main Street in Xenia, Ohio. For those of you that are local, or those of you that may be coming to town to see other things like the our Air Force Museum or something like that, maybe you could stop by the store and visit with us. It's got a lot of Bobby's reminisce stuff in it, and he's a collector, and so was Pappy. And so we got a lot
of buying stuff too.
Chelsea she just works right along with them. She's bought a lot of nice stuff too. So we've got a really nice looking shop. It's tuning up to be, but we're working on it. So that's where I was the first half of the morning. And so now we're back, and I am hungry as a bear.
And I was babysitting today.
Yeah, Chelsea was working. So
I babysat last night till about 11:30, then I was back at 7:30.
But we pulled ourselves together, and here we are.
Here we
are. Chelsea,
yes.
You want to do some housekeeping?
Make sure that you sprinkle or share. Let us know where you're from. We are in Xenia, Ohio, but Mamie's originally from Morgan County, Kentucky. Mm-hmm. But we are in Xenia right now, and it's a little bit warm. But Mamie said that it's so nice out.
It is nice. Oh, shoot.
Only 12 more Sundays until you can really start talking about fall, like September.
Oh, what is wrong with her? We don't want to talk like that.
I do.
Oh, Lord, it's supposed to cool down a little bit for us, so I'm good. I love it outside. I haven't got to sit out in the sun yet today. That may be part of me. I got to get out there and get my sun rays so it keeps me going. What are we making today, Chelsea?
We are making
I tell you, if you tied my hands down today, I couldn't say a word, could I?
We are making a creamy chili cheese rice, and we're also making Frito pie, which is basically walking tacos. Just you don't put it in the bag, you just put it on your plate or in a bowl and top it with whatever you want. So.
Oh, okay. Well, you got some things in that I don't have in my walking tacos. The beans.
Yeah.
Oh.
But it's basically the same.
Basically the same.
Yeah, same concept.
So that sounds good to me. I like both of the things. Yep. So I'm looking forward to that.
All right, we ready to get started?
We're ready.
All right, I'm gonna move you guys, and we're gonna do the rice first because it has to go in the oven.
Okay. Now I'm gonna be your helper.
Okay, you guys scooch on over, helper.
Oh, that's right. You know, one of these days I'm gonna just scoot right down here, and you're not gonna have to tell me that. You reckon?
Maybe. All right, we're gonna get started. I'm gonna keep on scooting it. There we go.
Okay.
You're good there. You're good. Get started on our rice. So Mammy boiled 1.5 cups of rice. So
you guys know what? Stop just a minute, Chelsea.
Yes.
When they said they needed 3 cups of rice, you know, my first instinct was to put in 3 cups of rice.
No,
and then I remembered what they told me. Nope, it doesn't mean you put in 3 cups of rice. So I called Bonnie and I said, Bonnie, how much rice do I put in here? And she said 1.5 cups for 3 cups. And I said, okay. So did I do all right?
You did, but it made a little bit more for some reason. But that's okay. We're still
well, maybe it puffed up bigger.
Maybe it puffed up bigger. That's what we're going to go with, right?
That was a puffy kind of rice.
So we got our rice here. So you want about 3 cups, 4 cups, something like that. My oven is preheated to 400. I'm going to get 2 cups of sour cream. 2 cups of sour cream is 1 of the 16-ounce containers of sour cream. I think it's 16. Yeah, 16 ounces. You're going to just empty all this in. There we go. We're going to add 1 4-ounce can of green chilies, and this is the diced green chilies, the juice and all.
Now, are those zesty, Chelsea?
They're a little spicy, but they're not real spicy.
Oh, okay. Little, but not
right.
A lot, huh?
Right.
And then how much cheese you putting in there?
We're putting about 3 cups of shredded cheddar cheese here.
Now, we prefer to shred our own
Yes.
because, you know, there's not all the preservatives that are in the bags, you know,
The
when they do them.
anti-caking agents.
Yeah, anti-caking agents, as Chelsea said. Where is our correspondent? I haven't heard anything from her.
She's in through there.
Miss Bonnie is in there. She's being awful quiet today.
And we're just going to give this a stir so that everything gets incorporated here.
Okay.
And I've sprayed a small pan over here. Hopefully it'll all fit in there. I think it will.
Yeah, when you mash it down a little bit, it should.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite blue pans there.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. I like that.
Just want to
Now,
make sure.
Chelsea, I know that's going to be really, really good just from everything you put in it.
That's right, it is. I was either going to do this or just cilantro lime rice. And then I decided I would do that.
Yeah, that looks good. That's an easy, easy meal.
Yep.
I like that.
And you can put this on your Frito pie or
Oh, uh-huh.
put it on the side.
Or on the side.
Yeah.
Eat it by itself, is that what
Yeah.
you're saying?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Got all that stirred up. I got my pan here. I've sprayed it. And I'm just going to put all of this into this pan. And then I'm going to bake it for about 20 minutes at 400 degrees. It's going to get nice and creamy. The cheese is going to get all melted in there
Mm-hmm.
with the sour cream.
Oh, my goodness, that looks good.
And then we'll enjoy it.
You know what?
Yes. No,
Looking-
I don't. No.
Looking at that, looking at that rice like that makes me think of rice pudding. You're going to have to make us some.
I got
Yeah.
a story about rice pudding.
Well, what?
Mom made it too salty one time.
Too salty?
Yeah, she salted it like 3 times or something.
Oh, my goodness. You know, I made me some rice for breakfast, and I had it almost done, and I thought,
Oh, Mom made it and Brittany salted it.
oh.
That's how it happened. All right, I'm just getting that spread out evenly. I'm going to put it in the oven now.
Usually she says, I'm going to throw it in the oven.
Flip you around here. Try not to make you dizzy.
A fella can get you dizzy real easy, Chelsea.
Set my timer for 20 minutes. And start. Now I've got my pan here. I'm going to put it on about 7.
I get to stand back here and read some comments.
Yep. I'm going to move that up a little bit. Can you get in there, Mammy?
I can get in there. I'll squeeze.
You'll squeeze?
How's that? Yeah. I got something on the stove there. Let me get it off here.
She forgot to clean her stove.
No, I didn't. My stove's about, it's seen its better years. But I'm going to hang on to it till I find what I want.
We'll let this heat just a little bit. And look what we got here. It was all clearance stuff, so we got hamburger patties that we're just going to crumble up, so if you got that in your freezer. And then we've also got this. We only need about 1.5 pounds, and I've got about 2 pounds here. So
But it'll be
extra
good.
meat.
It'll be good. And you got that on sale. Lord.
Mom got it on sale.
I know. What in the world would it run if it wasn't on sale?
I don't know.
That's a lot. I can't believe the way prices have went up. Just seems like overnight.
I don't know what she said. Do you know what she said?
Nope. I see somebody from Sandy Hook up here. I know where that's
I'm going
at.
to go ahead and break this.
Oh, look at all those hearts. There they go.
Get it started breaking up.
Jacksonville, Florida. What are we trying to cook there, Chelsea?
What?
What are we trying to cook
Did
here?
somebody ask?
Uh-huh.
We are making Frito pie. We're making the topping for our Frito pie.
There you go.
Now this is a leaner meat here.
Is it leaner?
Leaner.
I know you're loving working with that.
I don't mind working with it as long as I get it crushed up.
Yeah.
Now, let me wash my hands real quick.
Mm-mm-mm. Now, is this in our cookbook, Chelsea?
It is not.
No. A lot of our recipes we're putting back for the next cookbook down the road somewhere.
Way down the road.
Chelsea's saying way down the road. We're still getting these out. But it's not. But she will put them on after the show. She'll put the recipes on. But the plan is for them to be in the next cookbook. Every now and again, we'll make something that is in one of our cookbooks. Because, one, I get hungry for it. I said to him, I said, why don't you just make us a tomato pie? And I got the word back, we've made it twice on the show. And I said, well, you can make it again. I don't get tired of it.
I'm just going to salt and pepper the meat so it has a little flavor before I put the other stuff in.
Yeah. So they decided that we'd just make me one. So, just make me one on another day. Now, do you cook it completely done, Chelsea?
Yep, we're going to cook this completely done.
Okay.
And then we'll add our other stuff to it.
Oh, okay. Now, I see you've got some rotel over there.
Yep, we got some rotel, some tomato sauce, and some chili beans, mild, because I don't want you guys to burn your mouth.
Don't want us to burn our goozles, huh?
Right. And then we got taco seasoning, too.
I like this, too. Will not be a great big cleanup, either.
Yep. I know, she kept saying, do we got everything? Are you sure we got everything?
Because
it's an easy meal.
I know. I'm used to...
She's not used to... She's used to us having more stuff out.
Yeah. Yes, this is a double boiler here behind Chelsea. One of these days I'm going to make us a pot of coffee when we go to make biscuits and gravy in the country kitchen. I'll make us up a pot of coffee in it. I remember that growing up.
Speaking of biscuits and gravy, that's what I thought about making today, was that or breakfast pizza.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, you know, I know we go to the local shelter and take supper a couple times a month. So we decided to go with biscuits and sausage gravy and scrambled eggs the next time we go. And they were really tickled with that. We told them that that's what we were going to have. So they were tickled with that.
That's my sody.
That's your soda pop, Chelsea. A lazy Sunday, yep. I've got to watch Chelsea here because I might want to make this for the kids when they're here.
Oh, you were being quiet all the time.
I had to think about it for a minute. She stopped and she said, "Uh-oh, Ma'am, I stopped in midstream there." When you get to be a senior, you can stop in midstream every now and again.
No.
No?
No, then we think something's wrong.
Oh, nothing's wrong.
Except you're getting old.
Yeah, that is. I'm not old. I'm not old till I'm 80.
What Granny says.
And I've got a little ways. Look at there.
Look
at all
them
those hearts. And thumbs up. That's my thing, is thumbs up.
Well, I was going to try to move you, but I guess I shouldn't. Sorry, guys.
She just up here moving stuff around. Now, you got that. You're cooking it on high, right?
I'm cooking it on high so that it cooks faster.
Yeah.
I turned it on 7 first, but...
Did you set the timer on the...
Mm-hmm.
And how long was it cooked for?
20 minutes, and we're at 13:41.
I asked them, I said, why don't we have that cabbage casserole that Bonnie made the other night?
Oh, it was so good.
It sounded really, really
low
good.
Carb. It was basically, it wasn't a casserole, so she cut up her cabbage and she put it in the oven covered with some heavy cream and butter.
Oh my goodness.
Put it in the oven and let it cook. I think she ended up cooking it over an hour because the cabbage wasn't getting done to our liking. And then while it was cooking, she sliced up some kielbasa and cooked it in the air fryer, actually. And then whenever the cabbage got done, she mixed Parmesan cheese into it and the sausage. So it was a low carb type thing, and then we're not low carb. So we had some garlic bread with it.
That sounds really good.
It was rich, I'll tell you that.
Okay, I just got a question, and that was, did I get a lot of birthday cards? Yes, I did. And some of them were the most beautiful cards. They were handmade. Some of them were just picked, and they were just like they were picked for me. People, that must watch and hear what goes on here on the show, and they just got some really cute ones. Now, there was one with, I think, 4 women on it. And, when I was working, when we'd get a card like that, we'd all pick ourselves out and put our names on it. So I'm sitting there figuring who's who now. Me and Chelsea and Bonnie and Joyce. I was trying to figure out who was who. But, yes, I did get a lot of nice cards. And some nice little gifts as well. And just this past week, I got a really, really pretty dishcloth, handmade, crocheted. It was so cute. And I'm going to take it up to the shop and use it up there in some kind of way to kind of show it off. It was really pretty too.
That's getting about done, so I'm actually going to go over here and grab some paper towels.
Did you salt this, Chelsea?
Yeah, salt and peppered it.
You salt and pepper. Boy, where was I at?
You were right there.
I must have been moving across the street, across the room.
You were right there.
Uh-oh,
But it's all right now.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to get some of this grease off. Not all of it because it adds flavor. So I'm going to slide all this over.
Now, this is a newfangled way of doing that, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Now, who taught you that?
TikTok.
Oh, TikTok. Lordy mercy.
Soak it up with a paper towel. Was it?
Oh, Taste of Home Cooking Show, Bonnie said. Chelsea forgot. She acted like me for a minute.
You better.
Woo.
There's a lot of grease in there.
Yeah. Well, no, I wouldn't have thought of that.
What? Oh, yeah, you can pour it over oats for your birds.
Yes. That is true.
Huh.
I did that and fixed
We're
it
just
for
going to drain it.
My birds, and they love it.
It's not working like I would like it to. So I'm just going to pour
I got something new.
Oh, you do?
Yes, I got something new.
Look at me
Let me get you something.
getting things that are new.
I got something. Well, it's old and new.
What do I do?
So it hooks on the skillet
Show
like
me.
this. You hook it on like this, and then you just pick it up,
Okay.
and it holds your
Okay.
stuff in what time you're. Isn't that pretty cool? That looks like it ought to be about a 40s apparatus. Oh, is it working, Chelsea?
But it's okay.
It's not working? You wasn't holding your mouth right.
We got enough. It's fine.
But you wasn't holding your mouth right.
Is that what it was?
Yep, that was it.
Huh. All right, now we're going to add the rest. I got salt in my eye, guys. I'm crying.
Yeah, oh, here, I'm your cleanup lady, so hold on. Let me clean up. There we go. You're ready to go now.
All right, we'll add the rest of our ingredients. I've got a can of mild Rotel, because again, we got some wimps in here.
Oh my goodness. You hear her.
I've got 8 ounces of tomato sauce. And I did not drain the Rotel, by the way. I've got 2 hands of mild chili beans. You're not going to drain those or rinse them or anything. You're just going to
Chelsea, that looks good.
empty them right in.
Now that's going to make a good sized skillet full of stuff there, girl.
I know. I got some.
I might have to have me some later on.
We'll give this a stir, and I'm going to add the taco seasoning.
Now you're using a good old cast iron jar, or cast iron skillet.
Yes.
Cast iron jar.
And I might even add a little water to it to make it juicier.
Oh, okay. Why would you want to do that?
Because I want
Oh, I know why. You know that's a thickening
this
agent
thickens
there.
it a little bit.
Yeah. I had to think about that for a minute. I didn't realize that for years, guys. Hi, Barbara. Good to see you all.
All right, got my taco seasoning in. I'll turn this back up so that it can come up to a little simmer, and then we'll simmer it until it looks good. And this is what we're going to put over our corn chips.
Oh, I got to be doing my little job over here. I'm standing here reading instead of
It's all right. You can do whatever you want, Mammy.
Well, thank you, Jill.
You're almost 80.
I am not. Not yet. You stop it. I'll be there one day, but it's not today. or tomorrow either.
And this is another thing that you can maybe, if you are one that freezes meat, like makes a bunch of meat and freezes it, you can throw this all in the crock pot and leave it to simmer all day. That way it's done whenever you get home.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Do you need these other chilies, Chelsea?
Nope.
Need them.
We'll check on the rice. It's got about 6.5 minutes left. And it's looking good.
Looking good, huh?
Yep. All right, we're gonna let this come up to a little bubble. And while it comes to a bubble, maybe you got things to share today?
I do.
Do ya?
Yes, I do. Are we ready?
Yep.
I was over here getting my
You're good.
my stuff all ready to go. Okay.
Mammy's got some stuff to share, so make sure you stick around with us, because then that'll be done by the time she's done.
We want to reminisce a little bit here. One of these days I'm going to figure out to move this chair before we come in here. I don't know.
Patricia Ball finally caught us live.
Oh, well, we're glad you did. We're glad you
Someone
did.
wants to know what we're making. We're making Frito pie.
Frito pie
But it's basically walking tacos.
and rice.
Oops.
What kind of rice?
Chili, a creamy chili rice.
Yeah,
Chili
those
cheese
two,
rice.
too. I can't wait. Okay, guys. You know I talked a little bit about canning last week. We got our jar filler. We're going to just keep on till we get everything we need. So when it comes time, we'll have it right ready to go. And some of you may be canning already or have been canning for a while. But Bobby brought me in a new Ball Blue Book. Now again, this is a new old one. I think this is 1930, I don't know, 34 I think it was on this one. No, 1943. I just reversed my numbers. 1943 for this. And you know what? The recipes look primarily the same, most of them. In fact, when I saw this little book, I said, well, I've got one of them. And then I got my one that I thought looked just like it, and it is a little bit different, but it's the same, the Ball Blue Book. Now I've got, oh, I don't know, I must have 3 or 4 of the little ones, and then I've got like 4 or 5 different preserving, different kinds. And but I keep them handy. But if you can a lot, you get to know your recipes and know what your family likes, so you kind of go by them. But I always like to go in and if I have question. Well, actually, if I have question, even though I've been canning all my life, I'll call Bonnie and say, Bonnie, is this the way, blah, blah, because she knows more about, what the requirements are this day and time. It doesn't mean I'm going to follow them. It just means she knows. So I'll ask her, a question or two, because they do things a whole lot different with the water bath, with the water bath and that. And so I just, I have to ask her anyway to make sure I know what I'm talking about. I don't know how many of you have used this little booger. You've ever seen one of these or used one? Now this was given to me by Megan, a young lady that's her husband. She and her husband are good friends of my grandson's. And I don't know if you have ever used one, but I sure have. Back in the spring, when the springtime would come, we had room-sized rugs, and those got taken out and put across the clothesline, and you just beat the daylights out of them to get all the dust and stuff out of them. And you take them down, take them back in the house and put them down. But you laid them, you took them out and you sunned them, and and then you beat them. This is a rug beater. Now, a lot of times we've got these hanging up for decorations in the house, and that's what I'll do with this one is I'll hang it up. I just think they're pretty, and they come in several different designs too. I've got another one that comes up like this, and it's like it's braided, and it's real pretty too. But boy, I remember the work behind these. They wasn't just pretty; there was a lot of work with them.
No, it was somebody.
And then back in the day when we were churning, whoops, I dropped that slicker and a whistle.
You
see
all right?
that? Yeah.
You need me?
No, I don't need you. I got it, Chelsea.
Okay.
And this is a butter press. Back in the day when we were churning, why, you had, you made your, you got your milked your cow, and then you strained your cream off, and then you put it in the churn, and you set it and let it clabber somewhere. And then after it got real good and thick to clabber, you got, well, we had a churn dash with a churn that you just sat there and churned until the butter come to the top. And then you would take it off, and back when I was growing up, what you did was you just took a fork and you went around and you pressed it and pressed it. And you put a little salt in it if you wanted salt in it, and you'd press all the whey out of it. And it was called whey, and you'd pour it out. Well, this one, what you do is you put your...
That's what we think you do.
That's what we... Listen to Bonnie. We think we know how to use this, but in case we don't, if you all will give me a little insight. I just about told a story that Bonnie, did you hear her straighten me up? She said, we think we do, is you put it in and you pull it up like this and you press down and the whey comes out the hole here. I think, now seriously, if you all know exactly how this works, please share that with me, because I think I know, but I just know that I like it. It's just a really, really nice piece. And look what the dovetail corners in that here. But I think I know how to do it. But I don't churn much anymore. I don't churn at all. The kids got me going with that heavy cream, when you can make a little butter with that. Of course, it doesn't taste as good, I don't think, but it's shake it around the jar, and the kids enjoy that. They understand. And then Bobby brought me these in the other day. I can tell he and Chelsea's getting to be good at getting stuff too, finding stuff. He brought these in. They're enamel, and starting the primary colors, the nice blue one, which is a nice big one here, and then the yellow, and then the red. And I believe there's another one. Maybe it's green, I think, is the smaller one. But right now, I only have 3 of them. But I really like these. I haven't got a chance to use them yet, but I'm gonna start using them in the country kitchen. But I really like them. Have you all seen these, or do you have a set of them? Because I just, like I say, I really like them. And if it's got a little enamel chip, it won't hurt them. It won't hurt anything. Those chips mean that they've worked a little bit in their lifetime. So most things these would not have a little place for you to hang them up because they stack, they're nesting. But I think those are just really pretty too. Now, if I run upon, or somebody runs upon the green one, Chelsea, Bonnie, or Bobby Ray, why, we'll get it and put it in with them, and then I'll have the complete set of it. There we go. I think that's about it.
Is that about it?
That's about it. We'll talk about a little bit about our cookbooks, Chelsea.
Yeah.
So I'll set this right back here, and then
You got our cookbooks in there?
I've got them.
Okay.
Want to talk a little bit about our cookbooks.
I'm on my way.
Got Chelsea in there cooking, and we're going to talk about them. We have 2 cookbooks. One of them is, I call it the black and white one, and then that's number 1.
The yellow and white one.
And the yellow and white one, which is our volume number 2. Now, inside, of course, there's a lot of good recipes and a lot of good information.
You want to turn around?
The first one did not have near as many pages as number 2 does there.
Now this one has 104, and this one has $76.
So, but they're all good recipes,
Yes.
guys, I'll tell you.
They are, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
They are $20 a piece with free shipping. So this is volume 2. This is volume 1. $20 a piece. You can send me a personal message, or send Cast Iron Kings as a personal message with your email, and then I can send you a invoice, and then you can pay that way with a card, or you can write a check to Chelsea Owens and send it to P.O. Box 157, Wilberforce, Ohio 45384. And if you missed any of that, you can go back to our page, and at the top of our page, it should have all that information for you.
And folks are asking how they can go back and see our other videos.
Towards the top, let me see, do you,
Excuse me.
can I see your phone, Mom? I'm going to try to show them.
Sure.
Yes, and are asking how they can go back and look at our previous videos. And sometimes we'll make something, and Chelsea will say, it's on, video such and so. So, I couldn't tell you how to go back to it, so I put that on Chelsea to see if she can figure it out to tell you how to do it.
I'm working on it.
She's working on it. And while she's doing that, you about to get her, Chelsea?
I'm working on it. I'm coming, I'm sorry.
She can't walk, talk, and chew bubble gum all at the same time. Sometimes she can, though.
All right, let me get back. Okay, so the way that yours should look is like this. Okay, on your phone or whatever. So if you go here, search cast iron canning jars. So I'm going to click on cast iron canning jars. And you're going to see up here at the top right here, it says videos. Click on that, and that'll have all of our videos. All of them.
All the way back from where we started.
All the way back from where we started. So if I keep
That was what,
2020.
2020?
August of 2020.
Yep.
So you just keep on scrolling and you'll get all of our videos.
Okay, hopefully that was helpful for everyone to, be able to go back and to look at some of the ones. I haven't done that yet. I'd like to do that sometime.
Lord. See, we're opposites. I don't like to go back and watch myself.
I
don't
do.
like to look at myself. I
like
don't want to
to.
hear my voice.
Well, why
I
not?
don't know.
Well, Chelsea.
But she just likes to watch them all from the beginning.
I
Did you make
do.
a bowl up, Chelsea?
I'm going to.
Do what?
She wants me to make a bowl up.
Oh, okay. Well, let's talk about our aprons here.
Okay. Go ahead.
All right. These are our aprons, and they come in yellow and white. And since often you hear me say, don't burn your goozle, that's where these where the design came from. It says goozle, the throat. Goozle, an American English noun in South Midland and Southern U.S. dialect. The throat, gut, gullet, or goozle. And then down on the pockets, and I love aprons with pockets, children, and that is don't burn your goozle. And of course, I signed it in our little logo with.
She's lying. She didn't really sign it. We typed that up. That's not your
And I
signature.
told a story.
You told a story.
Oh my goodness, children, I've done it again. It's okay.
All right. We'll go in here and fix something up.
My goodness, this looks pretty, Chelsea.
Does it look pretty?
It looks pretty.
All right. So there's that's what we're going to be putting on our corn chips. And then we got all these toppings to choose from. I cut up that avocado because I love
see
avocado.
that.
So we've got red onion, we've got cheese, we've got tomato, sour cream,
We're gonna
avocado.
put a dollop of daisy on it.
And then we've got our rice. It's out of the oven too. So, Mamie, you want to build it with whatever you want on yours?
Let me see. Now,
Here.
should we?
I'm gonna.
We're going to put we're going to use corn chips, right?
Yep. I'm gonna use Fritos. Well, off-brand Fritos.
Yeah. Goodness, they don't make this for old ladies to get into, do they? All righty. I'm going to put me a little bit dab right there. Whoops, come on back here. And then I'm going to put a little bit of this on. That that smells good, Chelsea. And I'll have to veto the onion. Oh, I'd like to have some of them. But I'm going to quit pouring me in. I can't right this minute. Now, I like a lot of cheese, so there's my downfall. And Chelsea, I've never had avocado on it before.
Well, avocado's a Mexican thing. A lot of times you get at Mexican restaurants, so I figured.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And then I'm going to put a little bit of a dollop of daisy on here. All right.
Are you going to get you some rice? Mammy doesn't eat much. This is about as much as she eats, so that's why she's got a little bowl.
They actually try to starve me. Don't let them tell you that. No, not really. I'm just kidding. Chelsea, would you hand me a spoon?
Sure. Don't burn your goozle, though.
I'll try not. Now, this looks really, really hot. Let me take a bite of it first. The cheese is just...
There's June, guys. To getting big.
That is good, Chelsea.
Is it good?
Very good.
The rice is just rice, like 4 cups of rice, a container of sour cream, like 16-ounce container of sour cream, like 3 cups of cheddar cheese, and a can of green chilies.
I'm going to try it now. Not the rice. I tried it. It's good.
Oh, that does sound good. Just eating all that over rice instead of the corn chips.
That is delicious, Chelsea.
Is it good?
You did a good job, girl. I better stop eating. You know me. I'll still stand here and eat.
All right, you ready to close out?
I am ready to close out.
We'll close out from this.
Okay. You're going to turn us upside down?
No.
No. But usually when we're doing like this, we're backwards.
No, 'cause only if I turn it around and it faces us.
Oh, okay.
That's when it's backwards.
Well, we've established that we're not backwards. So, well, again, we want to thank you all for coming and being with us today. And Chelsea chose 2 really good dishes for us, and like I say, they're quick dishes, which is
what time is it?
which is good.
We got it all. You can make this in 30 minutes, both dishes.
But we're going to go back up to the shop after we get done. So that's probably why she chose to make us a good quick dish. So we're pleased with that. So you all come back and be with us next Sunday and have a safe week in between, and enjoy the sun, or I enjoy whichever comes. And I heard my granddaughter say,
I don't like storms, and I was like, maybe I've never been so excited to hear thunder in my life.
She was tickled to hear thunder the other day, and she is scared to death of storms. I thought, what is going on?
It was just, it felt like it hadn't rained in a month.
And it kept getting hotter and hotter and hotter, and she doesn't do the hot at all. So
Makes
she
me
was
grumpy.
really makes her grumpy. Anyway, listen, y'all come back and be with us. So we'll talk with you next week then.
All right. Bye, guys.
Okay, bye-bye. Chelsea, I gotta go